Alright, so I've been using iPad for around 10 years now. My first ever iPad was iPad mini, first gen, funny enough, and that was released around 2012, and I think I bought it in 2013. And right now I'm using the iPad Pro M1 model for a while, and a lot of you guys and my friends are asking me how am I using iPad in these days, because iPad is in the weird position. It's not a fully PC, however, it's not a phone too, but it can be both, which is very weird. So in this video, I am showing the way I'm using in my day-to-day basis while going through my day. So I hope you guys enjoy it. Let's get right into it. First thing first, I wake up at 4:30 in the morning every single day using my iPad as an alarm clock. Okay, I went too far. I use my phone as an alarm clock and I head to the gym. After I made my coffee, I grab my iPad and head to the office. I set my iPad to one of my focus mode, which called work. This will restrict my iPad to have certain apps on the home screen rather than having a bunch of, Netflix and YouTube and other type of entertaining stuff. For to-do lists, I use Microsoft To-Dos to keep my to-dos in one app. I have many of my friends recommending this app, and I have to say it's very simple, minimalistic, and also free. So you can't really go wrong with it. I've used many to-do list apps in the past, but by far this one is the easiest one to use, and I think a lot of people already have Microsoft account, so you can't really go wrong with it. For scheduling, I still use Google Calendar. It's free, and because I am so used to this app on every devices I own, I just can't get out of it. This morning I'm scripting for my new YouTube video using iPad. Usually for scripting I use a note-taking app called Notion. I've tried other note-taking apps in the past for making plans and scripting YouTube videos, but I kept finding myself coming back to using Notion. It's one of the most multifaceted note-taking application you can find on the free app, and I do anything creative and admin tasks on this app, and it has been really useful since college. For other note-taking apps recommendations for all my college students out there, I have Google Documents, Word, Craft, Evernote, and Apple Notes. All of them are free, and I think it will help you guys a lot. After I finish my morning task, I head to my favorite local cafe to work with my friend and also focus more. My current favorite go-to cafe is called Latte Graphic. It's my favorite coffee joint found in Melbourne, Australia, and ever since I went there for the first time, I fell in love with this place. It's basically Starbucks, but it does not have that busy city vibes to it. It's more of a chill down Australian cafe, which is my favorite. If I'm going out working in a semi-collaborative space, I always wanted to have my friends around me because it can be more engaging, and not only that, I can make an excuse from myself that I'm being productive, but also at the same time I'm hanging out with my friends. For my brainstorming session, now I'm using Apple's new app called Freeform. Freeform is another fantastic new note-taking app from Apple. This app is basically a whiteboard style app, and it's very well designed when it comes to the UX and UI. It's very intuitive and makes your creativity flows, and I am loving this app very much. And also via iCloud, it will sync with all of your Apple devices, so it's very handy and a great way to not make an excuse when you're brainstorming. One of the biggest benefit of using an iPad is of course the portability. You can carry this tablet with any types of bag, which makes a huge difference in your life, since I don't want to carry a huge 31-liter camera bag all the time wherever I go. However, if you often write documents, make PowerPoints, or do any light creative task at a cafe or anywhere, I definitely recommend some sort of keyboard accessories. I personally use Magic Keyboard, which was very expensive, but I also used to use Logitech Keyboard Folio as well, which was a very versatile and well-made keyboard, so I also recommend that as well. After brainstorming, it's lunchtime. After I got back to my place, I wanted to edit photos and create a thumbnail for this video. Editing photos on iPad is very fun and easy. I love using Lightroom app for adjusting photos and import LUTs and stuff, and I also use the app version of Photoshop to finish up the edits. I used to use Affinity Photos because the app version of Photoshop was very shitty. Now the Photoshop app is pretty decent, and since I'm really used to Photoshop more than Affinity Photos, I went back to the Photoshop app. In terms of editing photos, I think iPad is way more intuitive and fun than PC because you can literally just touch the screen and do whatever you want using a very simple tools. In terms of performance, majority of the time I haven't had any issues with any iPad, and especially if you own the Pro version, even the first generation still performs like charm, so I think you guys won't have any problem. Back when I was a college student, I used to study a lot of random subjects and English because my English is second language. I wanted to improve it every single day. I used to use the iPad all the time to study. Now, GoodNotes 5 is the best note-taking app for studying in my case. The app is intuitive, easy to use, and the file management UX is really simple. And also, it's one-time payment, so you don't have to pay any subscription for it, which is a lifesaver for most of college students. When I was in class and studying, I usually just use the GoodNotes 5 app. However, when I'm studying for myself, I usually have some sort of online courses or some online videos that I'm watching for studying on right side, and the left side, I will open my GoodNotes 5. If you own a Mac, you definitely want to try out Universal Control. Essentially, this is a new feature from Apple, and what you can do is that you can use one mouse and one keyboard on your Mac or on your iPad as well to your other device. So if I'm using a mouse on my Mac, I can use it on my iPad as well. So I don't have to control them individually. I can even type on my iPad using my Mac's keyboard, which is very useful. So if you're on a Mac, I highly recommend using Universal Control. And to make Universal Control more useful, I highly recommend buying a case or some stand for iPad so you can just put it right next to your Mac. It's pretty cool. After I study for a bit, I've decided to just chill down and watch videos and end my day. Speaking of online media, I have Instagram on my iPad rather than on my iPhone, because if it's on my iPhone, I'll binge all day long and I hate that so much. But I still have a couple friends that I talk to on my DMs and stuff, so I just kept it on my iPad and deleted it on my iPhone. I think iPad is one of the best gaming tablet and also video consumption tablet that you can probably get, because recent iPads, all of them has a gray screen, and watching videos, playing video games, doing whatever that is entertaining on iPad is very good. When I'm consuming media, I usually have my headphones on so no one can bother me, and have my personal theater space so I can just concentrate on a movie all the time. But anyway guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys like this video, please hit the like button. I'll leave 2 of my favorite videos right here, my most recent video right here, and my channel right here. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. My name is Peace Gates, and you guys already know. Peace out, guys.